I kept getting something here about a cosmic upheaval. Okay, a cosmic upheaval. Okay, take that how it resonates. It could be on a really, really grand scale. It could be something that's kind of taking place within your individual universe. A cosmic upheaval. You know, there's something also that's coming through about salvaged remains. Okay, now I'm not sure what that means, but again, salvaged remains could just be, again, a lot of times, like with wars and stuff like that, there are things that are salvaged and reused or recreated or dispersed between, kind of like spoils of war or something like that. But salvage remains could also be something like some sort of upheaval, and then there are individuals being looked for or something like that. That just came through. All right, but cosmic upheaval and salvaged remains. Now, during a meditative session in the pre-shuffle, I kept getting this energy of this need to be prepared, this need to be ready, this need to persevere, okay? To stand true to your commitments because you are not bound, you are not stuck. There's something about a major illusion, okay, being lifted or clearing out, okay? Could be around what you do, your spiritual purpose, your profession, your family, okay? This is a big initiation point for many of you right now. And there's a need to be blind to there again. So there could be someone who could be experiencing some sort of blindness, literally, or there could be someone who is, you know, in terms of their sight, is blind physically. But obviously, when someone is blind, many other senses are heightened, right? So that could be something of significance. But in the respect of walking by faith or working with spirit and trusting, being in this highly aspected, healthy aspected Piscean energy, right? Spirit is saying that they want you to be blind, okay? Because there's something here about understanding yourself, understanding someone else, others, or a bigger perspective, right? Because currently the moon is in Aries, the sun is in Sagittarius. So there's always going to be, throughout this period, okay, while the sun is in Sagittarius, this heightened desire for the bigger picture, the vision, the perception of what it is that you are experiencing. Couple that with Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius and Pluto in Aquarius, then there is going to be a lot of death energy, a lot of death in terms of how you see things, your belief systems, etc. Okay, and we're not going to get into the astral talk in this message, but I have plenty of other readings, specifically a reading that's almost 5.5 hours. It's split up into 3 parts that really gives you a lot of what you need to tap into and be prepared for the energy of Pluto and Aquarius, and what the new moon in Sagittarius kind of cracked open for all of us in terms of the next several years. So that reading has a lot of gems in it, and I really would love for you all to, if you are interested in tapping into getting a jump start, right, into preparing for that energy, to check that reading out. Only if you're led to, okay? But yeah, so there's a lot of retrograde energy right now. Mars in Leo is retrograde and will be for several months. So that could definitely, I believe it's in, we'll get into that. We're not going to do astral talk right now, but they're asking you to be, to walk blindly into this new understanding, into this forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others, forgiveness of certain belief systems that are dying, that are being, again, cosmic upheaval, salvaging remains of, maybe that could be literal, that could be something that could be speaking of some sort of collective event or something like that, but it could definitely be meaning just salvaging remains of what it is that you believed in, or how you were seeing something completely different, because some sort of belief system or ideal is dying forever. Okay, so there's a purging and a cleansing, like the Nile River coming in and washing out and purifying something for you all. And I also got the energy of monitoring spirits, because this energy here, it's card popped out with the pre-shuffle, the drones, right? Something about monitoring spirits, surveillance, or watchers. Okay, someone in the energy was trying to navigate something that was bigger than them, and they did not have protection in the dark. They hit the iceberg, okay, trying to intercede something that was being born, or trying to intercede something that was birthing, trying to intercede something that was manifesting. And again, I'm talking very cryptically, very generally, and this could kind of trickle down, come on down from the higher expansive possibilities into, like, okay, someone in the energy moving through the dark unprotected hit an iceberg, trying to interfere or intercede something that was coming through the birth canal, something that was being created, something that was being manifested, something that potentially was going to be bringing life to yourself, to others, to the world at large, the universe at large. Okay, but that could also represent generally that in correlation to something being birthed, that this could also be speaking of, or referencing a literal, and my condolences if this is the case, but a miscarriage, okay, a fetus not being implanted properly. This could also represent some sort of failed fertility attempts, in vitro or something like that. Or this could also represent possibly a stillbirth. Okay, it's very hard to say that, but in any case, okay, someone here is being asked, you're being asked to trust your higher self and to trust spirit, and that in certain aspects is very difficult. And I'm not minimizing how the divine paradox is when we're in this reality. It's easier said than done to walk by faith and to be completely blind and to completely detach from what you experienced, okay? Especially something traumatizing and very difficult, like the loss of a child or a miscarriage or something like that. But you're being asked to not allow your attachment to that experience to define you, or to infiltrate your energetic body, as to allow entities into that space, and to trust in the overall experience that you chose, and to stand in your power with love being the guide. Because certain entities cannot attach or connect with you through your ego if you're not attached to that. If you're operating out of love, and if there has been some sort of loss, I understand that all things happen in divine order, and I chose this contract, and it was not meant for this particular soul to be here. And then I release it with love, and I am open to love in all its forms. This is just an example, okay? This is just an example. But in that energy, you're not aligning with your ego in a low vibrational way to hold on to trauma that then allows these certain entities who understand your divine power and that they can't really attach to you unless you are not balanced with your ego. Okay, so that's that. The energy is asking for you to persevere. And again, this could definitely, again, represent just energies, entities that are operating in the dark unprotected, trying to intercede something and not being successful at it. Okay? This could have a lot to do with, I'm definitely getting something about profession, or work, or career, or maybe even your spiritual purpose. Okay? But that's the energy that was coming through. Okay? Now, the drones to me could represent, again, energies that are very interested in you, in what you're doing, or how you're doing it, or how you're able to overcome. Or this could be the energy of, I don't know, maybe even superior guardians of the celestial gateways of all time and space, watching over all existence for some particular purpose. Maybe this cosmic upheaval that's we're currently in, or that we're moving into. Okay, I will bring it back in and say that during the pre-shuffle with the Four of Swords in the reverse on the bottom of the deck, right below that Justice in the reverse, I feel like there's something that's lifting. The Four of Swords with the Justice in reverse to me represents, the Four of Swords to me represents like almost coming out of a bind, coming out of a coma, coming out of some sort of induced sedative state. Okay, overcoming some sort of illness. Again, there could be someone who, if something is being reversed, maybe someone may have been diagnosed as being legally blind, and they're going to get, it could be through your diet, it could be through some sort of procedure or process, that something's being reversed. Okay, something's being reversed. Now, again, for you with the Justice in reverse here on the bottom of the deck, I feel like some of you, again, could be dealing with Libra, could be dealing with I think we have is it Mercury in Libra or Jupiter in Libra? But either way, Libra energy coming through for sure. I'm also getting Pisces, Aries, Gemini, all the water signs, just overall. But the Justice card in reverse with the Four of Swords in reverse, for me also, there could be something that was, there was no evidence to prove something, or something is coming out of a coma, something's coming out from being sedated, right? Maybe there's a witness that was sedated or in a coma. They're going to be coming out to speak on some sort of injustice, okay? Or there's some sort of case that's being resurrected, right? Because right below that, we have, so funny, there's something that I'm seeing that says bounce. So something is bouncing back, right? Something is bouncing back. New evidence, illumination, truth, new life, is being given to something, or if it's not a case, little case, or this could be spiritual justice. But I do feel like there is something that is there is a new there's new evidence, there's new vitality being awarded to a situation, because there was a lot of injustice, or something was not balanced, okay? And it has a lot to do with free will. It has something to do with the freedom of, it has a lot to do with the freedom of the pure freedom that was impeded upon against someone who didn't deserve it. That's what I'm getting, okay? And that's why the universe or spirit, or your spirit team, is telling you to trust and to be ready, okay? To be ready. There could be a time of powerful manifestation. This could be the tension, the quiet, the whatever before the storm, or before the sun comes back out, okay? Someone could be a teacher. Either way, there's something about something being abandoned. Maybe a project had been abandoned. Maybe a lot of individuals abandoned you, or abandoned someone who may have been sick, or been out of commission, or someone who may have been submerged, okay, in something. There is a helping hand that is that's coming out to bring hope, to grant a wish, to put the proper head on the proper body. They used to have, I've seen these little books where they have, like, maybe back in the day, before they had real dolls, they had these little paper dolls, and you could, like, put heads on the right bodies, and they had different outfits and different heads, but you can match the proper head onto the proper body. So again, there's something about that, some sort of illusion, a disconnection from self, something about the ego, okay? But I'm also getting something about some sort of evidence coming out, okay? Evidence is coming out, all right? And that's what I'm getting with this energy here. But the drones are significant. And yeah. There was a period of time that someone had to abandon something, okay? But there is an energy of someone that's very emotionally unstable. Over your strength. There is this energy of of inferiority complex. Something isn't gone. It's just, it's only in solitude, and it's only preparing to, something isn't over. Something wasn't destroyed through some major injustice. It's only been away, getting better, strengthening. And it's going to come back with the force and burn away. And burn away the lesser. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, okay? Burn away some sort of attempts to impede or destroy or stop something that was growing or being birthed or being created, right? The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is a rejected beginning, a thwarted opportunity, an attack, right? With the Knight of Swords, an attack, an infiltration, a rat, right? The Chariot. This could be a Cancer of significance, Gemini. Something's willing to do anything and everything. But there was a destiny swap fail for sure here. Someone couldn't hold on to something here. So all someone can do is watch and wait and anger and annoyance. Lots of Libra energy, okay? Someone has hung themselves. I'm hearing something about the jewelry, hung jewelry. Something is no longer hung, but a betrayal has someone hung up on what they couldn't steal, what they couldn't keep hidden, what they couldn't bulldoze. What they couldn't suppress. Because it's way too important. It's way too high vibrational. It's way too life-affirming and vital to creation.